Welcome to Western Wisconsin Journal. I'm Bobby Pominville and I'm your arts reporter. I try to do a variety of shows, and today I have one of my favorite subjects, dance. And who else could I get but one of the best choreographers I know from the FIPS, Mackenzie Lewis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, this is our second time interviewing, but you're always doing such innovative things. And I really want to talk about your new show. But before we get to that, would you just tell us a little bit about your background and what inspired your love of dancing?
Sure. So I started dancing at the age of 3, and I grew up training in all styles: jazz, tap, hip hop, ballet, musical theater, and I did a lot of my training at the FIPS Center. Went around to a lot of workshops kind of in the Twin Cities areas growing up. Then I decided to pursue dancing in college, so I went to the University of Wisconsin River Falls to get a dance education minor my first 2 years of college, and then I went to the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, and I graduated with a degree in dance. So from there, I've been working at the FIPS for about 7 years now, teaching and choreographing and performing, and along with that, just doing a variety of shows kind of throughout the Twin Cities area in musicals and dance performances. So,
wow, and you have quite a resume. I've read it. It's amazing. I believe I must have read it in either the paper or the FIPS brochure. And there is an actual brochure on the dance instructors.
Yeah, yep.
I finally found that one day too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how wonderful, and to be doing something you love like that.
Yeah,
It's
feel
just like
very
me and my
fortunate.
music and my vocal singing. I just love it. Now, what are the various jobs you do over there at the FIPS?
There's a lot. So I teach classes throughout the year. We have a regular teaching year, which is September through May. So I'm teaching students. My regular age group is from about 9 years old through high school and adults. So working with those students, I teach about 17 classes regularly at the FIPS, and then we do have summer programs as well. On top of that, I am directing our junior FIPS dance company. So that is an audition group of young dancers that audition to be a non-competitive performance group. And we do performances at the FIPS and kind of throughout the Twin Cities. So that's been really fun. We're going into our 3rd year of that. So
That's such a wonderful thing for these kids to aim for.
Right. Yeah.
It's a little more select.
It's become very competitive. We just had our auditions a couple of weeks ago, and it's really hard. And the girls work hard, and they deserve their spots, and I make them earn it.
And then they get to be in, a couple of programs or recitals, or how do you do that?
Yeah, we have an annual show in March, and they, along with the FIPS Dance Company, the older company, which is 13 to 18 years old, we perform with them in March, and we do a full dance production there.
Yes.
And then our annual recitals in May, they perform in that, and then throughout the year they're probably doing an additional 10 performances kind of throughout the Twin Cities and Hudson area.
So now, would that be a group that meets all the time?
We meet, so the dancers rehearse 2 hours a week, and then they're required to take additional classes along with that. So most of the dancers are dancing between, I would say, 5 to 10 hours a week, and they're working.
So you have to physically be in shape to be doing all this.
Yeah, it's a lot for them, and it's a lot for my body to, keep up with it, but it's worth it. But yeah, lots of injuries.
It's
Dancers,
wonderful. I'm so impressed with what you do. At one point, I came over to film you teaching a dance that was going to be featured in a musical. And then the next time I saw it was at the musical, and I could not believe it. It was so technically done. And everybody was so on task, and there was quite a variety of kids in that one.
Yeah.
All different styles, you might say, and some of them surprised me because I really didn't think they could all dance that well.
Yeah.
But they did.
come a long way. We start at square one, and they have to work hard to get where they're at by the time of performance.
That was really fun. So I
Yeah.
do know how hard you work. And
Yeah.
you do a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Now the new program, August 14th through 23rd, and they're going to have to hurry and get their tickets because this is going to be showing in August.
Yeah,
I
we
hope
open-
people see it. Is you're the artistic director. So what does that mean?
Well, this is my 5th year doing this show, and this company has just kind of taken off and become this wonderful thing. Last year we had just such a great response from the community and almost sold out all of our shows, and this is our first weekend of doing first year of doing 2 weekends. So we have audition dancers. They come in this year. Our cast, we have 49 dancers performing in this production. And yeah, the company is great, really versatile, doing all sorts of styles of dance. But I think we really do kind of the performance. We're really big on just high performance quality, and we want the audience to be fully entertained. So I think we've achieved that, and definitely for this show, it's going to be wonderful. I tell people, if you like movies and if you're interested in dance, you'll love the show.
Who doesn't like movies and
Right.
musicals? I'm just hooked
Yeah.
on all of that.
Yeah,
So you know it's going to be perfect for me.
it'll be great.
Now, what are the ages of the dancers in this show?
So this year, it's usually an adult show, and
Oh, okay.
I opened it up. We had a couple of the movies, the pieces that called for a younger cast. So we have from about 9 years old till I think our oldest dancer is right under 60. So yeah, we get a lot of college students that are coming back, and then a little older than that, but wide variety of ages and talent, and
Okay.
work with it all.
Okay. Now, these choreographers, some names are familiar to me. Are these people that are working at the FIPS, some of them?
Some of them, yep. We have Stephanie Campbell and Christina Linus and myself that all teach at the FIPS, and Melissa Huber's been involved in teaching and doing shows. But we have Jennifer Mack has returned from a couple years ago, and then Lauren Baker and Joe Crook are new to the company this year. So
Okay, very
Yeah.
good. So it's nice that you can open these things to a lot of choreographers. I think
yeah.
that's really commendable. Now, there's a list of films, but which films are you choreographing?
So I am choreographing Moulin Rouge, Schindler's List, and Alice in Wonderland this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
3 very different
Very different.
When
Very
I
different.
think of the themes of those 3 shows, you've got everything.
Yeah.
And you must have needed some younger actresses or dancers for Alice.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
a lot. Our cards with the Queen of Hearts, the Red Queen, are all children. They're played by children. And then some of our main characters, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and the Hare and the Mouse, are played by children as well.
Oh, what fun for them.
Yeah, they've been having a blast.
What fun. Okay, and then Moulin Rouge, that would be the can-can type thing?
Yeah, we're not doing that song, but we are doing three big songs from Moulin Rouge, and that's a large cast of dancers and a longer piece. That's our finale piece, so it should be big and fun for everyone.
And then I couldn't help but think when I read Schindler's List, I could just imagine the emotion that might bring.
Yeah, it's been a hard process because
heavy.
all these pieces, the choreographers have to do a lot of studying and learning and listening to the music and watching the films. So it's been hard for me and the dancers, but they've just done an amazing job committing to the characters and the emotion of that film and that topic, and I think it'll be really moving.
I do, and then I know there's some very beautiful music from that show.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Now, how are you doing the music while you're dancing?
It's all pre-recorded music, so we do our own editing, and it's we've never done live music. It's something I think in the future that we'd like to do, but all of this music is so intricate, and these themes from these movies it would have been hard to replicate that, but it lends itself to being just as powerful with pre-recorded.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be just
Yeah.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful. Now, the name of the show is The Phipps Dance Theater Celebrates the Oscars. And that caught my eye when I saw the word Oscars. That's what got me there at first.
Yeah.
I know it's been written up in the paper, and it also in the marquee. So, and I know you have some posters around, of which we have one here, and we're going to put on our screen so they can see. This is really cute. And of course, you're in the yellow dress in the middle, sort of a mustard yellow. But it's right away, that caught my eye too.
Yeah.
Because of course, I've known you for a while now. So I gave the dates, but let's give them again, August 14th through 23rd. Now, a lot of those are evenings at 7:30 p.m. And if you don't like evenings, there will be, I think, one Saturday and Sundays at 2 p.m.
Yep.
So those dates are actually available, I would say, anytime anybody wanted to go.
Right. Yeah. We're not fully sold out yet. We really want to be, but
And we're close to the opening.
yeah, 1 week from today. So
Yes.
we wanna sell out as much as we can.
Well, I want to encourage people to go to this because it's going to be a wonderful show. I plan to go myself.
Great.
And ticket prices are $24 for adults, and it says students of all ages, $12.
Right.
Do you have a limit on like younger ones, don't you? Some of the shows do, I know. Not sure.
I don't think there is.
Maybe it's
I'm not
okay
sure.
then for this type of show.
Yeah. I really think, especially for pieces like Alice in Wonderland and some of our fun pieces like Footloose,
Yes, of
I think
course.
really any age will take something away from this show. So
And the variety of things you've chosen just speak to a whole different age range of audience.
right.
So to me, it would draw. And if for example, someone has never been to see a dance theater production, this would be a great one.
Yeah, it really would.
Very entertaining. And you know, it's such a beautiful theater, and I just thought of something I haven't remembered, but are you having scenery things or little?
We have a lot. We have a kind of a set change almost every piece, and some are minimal, but some are bigger, and it's a big show. We have a lot of props, and there's about 175 costumes total in this show. We have a host. He's Kevin Linus. He's hosting the whole event. So he'll be the MC for the evening, and he's just
Really?
yeah, he's wonderful, and he'll sing in the show, and just it'll be like you're at the Oscars.
So that must be a relation to Christina.
Yeah, that's her husband.
Her husband does that kind of thing?
Yeah, he's heavily into theater and
Oh,
acting and
wow. No wonder the children are so talented.
yeah,
I've,
friends in the family.
I've seen some of them at the high school and
Right.
sung with some of them too. In
Yeah.
the summer choir. So, oh boy. And I did meet Christine once on the show. And that was the one she was doing with John Potter
Okay.
last year. So we were promoting that.
Yeah.
Forgot the name of it right now. Now, anything else you want to say about that show? Because to me, it's going to be a real hit.
Yeah. Like I said, I think anyone can take something away from it for all ages. It's going to be a lot to take in. There's a ton of material in the show and a lot to watch, and it'll be exciting, and I really hope everyone can experience it.
I'm going to be promoting it on Facebook too.
Great, thank you.
I definitely want to do that. And actually, is this included on the season tickets?
It should be
It
included.
says here,
yeah.
discounts available.
Yeah, it should
And
be.
I know I always do the discount ones when I get my shows together, like say a package of 3 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah, that's a great
And
deal.
pretty soon I'll be promoting that on this show too.
Yeah,
So I hope they would consider that too, because
Right.
it's nice to get that little price break.
it is.
So now, what other shows and recitals are you going to be doing this year?
Let's see, coming up, I'm going to be choreographing Into the Woods at the Phipps. So that production opens in November and runs that whole month. So we have auditions coming up the end of August here. That'll be a really, really big, fun show for the Phipps to do.
Yes. And now that's a little bit heavier of a show than we sometimes see at the Phipps, but I think that's a very good choice with the music by Stephen Sondheim. It's so difficult.
Yeah, it's a popular show right now, and people are, are excited for auditions. We've had a great sign up at auditions already.
Oh,
so.
You've already done that. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you say it's limited to high school and above?
It's 18 and up.
18 and up. So it's actually kind of senior year.
Yeah. Yep. It's an older show. So.
And I think if I remember right, there's a lot of different acting roles.
Yeah. There's
children, a little bit of children, maybe some, I don't want to say teenager, but young adult, I'll say.
Yeah.
And then there's the parents that are involved and the different actors in the house, like maybe some kind of a butler or something, if I remember right.
There's a baker and a baker's wife. There's a narrator and Little Red,
that's right.
The witch and
then those
there's a lot of roles.
Oh my goodness, what fun to play those roles.
Yeah.
And some of the songs have really become classics.
Right. They have.
So, and then anything else? Well, when would that show be, by the way?
That will be the whole month of November.
November. Okay.
Yep. There's that, and then just kind of throughout the year, so it'll be working with my junior company. I perform with a magician, actually, so I do a lot of shows with him. I dance and choreograph. He's based out of Minneapolis, so we tour a lot, so I'll be doing that throughout the year. But yeah, I mean, the dance performances in March and May, and then again throughout the year, and kind of whatever comes up from there.
You're busy.
Yeah, I'd be really busy.
And occasionally you're working over in the cities too.
Yeah, yep.
So you must get a lot of offers too.
Yeah, it's fun. I have to learn to start saying no. That's the hardest thing to do.
I know what you're saying, because you can get spread too thin.
Right.
But I can totally understand why they want you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And just for fun, what is your favorite style of dance?
People always ask me that, and I have such a hard time answering, because I have things that I really like to teach, and then things that I really like to perform, and things I like to choreograph.
Well, there's a lot of differences for you, so
yeah.
I'm sure you've...
I don't know what I've always really connected to jazz musical theater. That was a lot of my training. But in college, I studied a lot of modern and contemporary styles of dance, and I love that as well. But tap and hip hop, ballet, I love it all. I can't choose.
Oh my goodness!
I can't choose.
And you're proficient at all of it, I'm sure. So then you could really have a good time when you're doing that. Well, I want to mention one other thing, and that is this Dancing with the Hudson Stars event is coming up the end of September, I believe, on the 26th.
Yes.
And tell me, what are you going to be doing there?
So I will be performing in that show just as a guest performer, and then my junior company will also be performing as well.
Oh my!
Yeah, so we get
What fun.
2 little opportunities there, and I think it'll be a great event. So yeah, the Phipps is involved with that.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it is. It's really...
And it's a benefit, so I mean, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But now when you say junior dance, what ages is that?
So that is the company of 9 to 13-year-old dancers.
Oh, okay. And will you be performing then? You won't be really teaching.
I'll be performing. I'm not teaching with the couples, but just performing.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I must say it'd be worth it just to go and see you and your dance company.
Thank you. Yeah,
I think that's going to be a very fun event. I'm so happy you're involved.
Yeah,
too.
it'll be really great. I'm glad that she's doing it.
I am too. And her show is playing right now, so I'm sure these shows will kind of crisscross a little.
Yeah.
So they'll see both of them promoting dance.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that
Yeah.
because I don't often get to talk to people like
Right. Yeah. We
So
need
it's really
more
fun.
dance.
I know I do. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming today.
Thank you so much for
I
having me.
really enjoy having you.
Yeah. It was
I guess we're going to have to leave it open for another interview another
Right.
time.
That sounds great.
All right, so thank you, Mackenzie.
Thank you.
So please consider attending the show, Celebrates the Oscars. That's the Phipps Dance Theater, Celebrates the Oscars. And tickets are available now. And the last show is August 23rd. So you really don't have a lot of time. You really need to get down there. I know I'm going to do it. And then keep in mind the other event I was talking about, September 26th for Dancing with the Hudson Stars. You'll be seeing more about that in the paper, I'm sure. But anyway, thank you for watching the show today. I hope you've enjoyed it.